Hey, I'm doing my vlog that I said I was going to do back in December, and I never got around to it because I was feeling yucky and my throat was scratchy, and my throat is still scratchy, so I figured I might as well go ahead and do it. And um, I only had 3 people that asked me questions, so I will answer those questions. And T. Monahan, Pat, asked me to talk about what it's like running in a race and how I prepare for a race. And actually, I don't really have any kind of training plan always. I try to do intervals once a week, and I try to have a long run once a week, and then for the most part it's just what I feel like running that day. I know that's not really the best. And the last race, the last 5K that I ran in October, I had a goal of I think 29 minutes, but they didn't have someone with the times telling you how long you'd been running at the miles. And so I had no idea what my pace was. And so I just ran what I could, and then I got much better than I expected. And so I would love to tell you all about my plans, but I don't really have one. And then Operation Transformation asked me what made me smile first today, and I think it was when I woke up, and whenever I have a cough, I always sleep in our spare bedroom so I don't keep Jeremy up all night, because if I'm going to be up, there's no reason for him to be up too. And then I came in the bedroom, and he was all dressed for church already, putting his tie on, and I was like, wow, you got up early and looking all nice, and I just got out of bed, and it made me smile, and that's kind of random. And then Shadowboxing asked how I knew that Jeremy was the one, and I guess I sort of knew after we'd been dating about 5 months. One night before he dropped me off back in my dorm, he said that he was needing to take a break, and he wasn't sure how long it was going to be, and he said, don't call me, I'll call you when I'm ready. And that day I was just devastated. And at that point I was only 18, and marriage was not on my mind at all, but I was like, I don't ever want to be without him. Well, he called me back the next night and said that it was the most special day of his life, and I found out later that he was actually taking that day to decide if he really did think that he would want to marry me eventually. And then that summer he brought it up, and we had been dating 10 months, I guess, and he said something about marriage, and I was like, wait, I'm only 18, and I've only finished 1 year of college, and that's not really what I'm thinking about. And he's like, well, I don't think I want to wait a really long time. And then after that, I was like, well, I don't ever want to break up with you. And so then, by the end of that summer, we had both decided that we wanted to marry each other, but we didn't get engaged until next March, after he graduated and got a job, so he had some money for the ring. But I guess the most important things about deciding that I did want to marry him was that we share the same values, that our faith is the same, and that we won't have disagreements because of the things that are really important to us, that our values religiously are the same, and what we want in a family is the same, and those are the most important things. But then also that our personalities work well together, and we kind of, his strengths kind of meet up with my weaknesses in the same way that I'm very a procrastinator and disorganized, and he is organized and stuff, and so he helps me be more organized and prioritize better, and I help him kind of relax a little bit more. And so the fact that what personality-wise we have a lot of opposites, but as far as what's really the core values are the same. and I think of what else I could talk about since I'm on here. I did that dialect test yesterday, and I guess my whole life growing up in Georgia, the part of Georgia in which I live, nobody really had a southern accent. And if you had a southern accent, you kind of got teased a little bit. But I was always the kind of person who would pick up the way that people say or phrases that people say. And when I would go to camp during the summer with some people who lived in more rural parts of Georgia, I would always come back and I'd always have a southern accent, and my brothers would tease me. And then since I've lived in Alabama, I've picked it up a little bit. But like when my family went on vacation to Florida, that we met some other people in our condo, and they thought that I was from Florida. There was a group of girls that were from Florida, and this one guy thought that I was with them because I talk more like them, and he said, "How could you be from Georgia? Georgia girls are supposed to have this southern drawl," and I was like, "Well, not really, not always." And um, but that just kind of relates to the dialect test, and now I'm feeling kind of awkward because I've other things to say, and as much as people say that rambling is cute, my ramble is not really very cute. And so I guess I will end it now, and it's really long. It's been 6 minutes. I bet you won't even make it this far. So bye, y'all.